Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. I'm Bette McCarthy, the chair of the Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic Committee, and I wish to call the meeting to order. This meeting of the recorded and broadcast on the Town of Barnstable Government Access Channel. In accordance with Massachusetts General Laws of 30A, Section 20, the chair must inquire whether anyone else is recording this meeting, and if so, they must make their presence known. All right. So, to all persons deemed interested or affected by the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act under Section 9 of Chapter 470, the Acts of 1973 as amended, you are hereby notified that a hearing will be held tonight on the applications listed for the agenda for August 13th, 2025 at 6 p.m. And this meeting is being handled remotely. We'd like to remind all applicants and audience members that we are an elected volunteer committee and we follow the guidelines of the Town of Barnstable Old Kings Highway Historic District Act. And any applicant or interested party who's aggrieved by a decision of this committee, they have a right to appeal the decision to the Old Kings Highway Regional Historic Commission. And we ask that during this evening's proceedings, cell phones be turned off and conversations other than those before the committee take place outside of this remote meeting. When an applicant is called, we ask the applicant and all interested parties to identify themselves. And lastly, as best practices for meetings that are held remotely, where we may not be able to visually identify who's speaking, we ask all committee members and participants to identify themselves before making any motion or comments. Online audience members wishing to participate during the public comment section of the hearing can use the raised hand button to notify the chair. And dial-ins audience members wishing to participate during the public comment section of the hearing should press *9 on their phones to notify the chair. All participants will be muted and you must be recognized by the chair in order to participate. So our first order of business is to take attendance. And the roll call vote, we will have Leslie Wallace.
Here.
Well, do we lose Bette?
I didn't know if it was just me or.
Yeah, I think she's got a bad signal.
Thank you. Ryan Cahal. I have a bad signal?
I think so. You're kind of going in and out.
Okay. All right. Is that better?
Yeah, that
Yep,
works.
so far, yep.
Okay, great. All right. So Ryan Caholen,
Here.
yes, you're here. Wendy Shuck
Here?
and Bette McCarthy here. So our first application on our agenda this evening is for Jeannie and Benjamin Oliver from 16 Old Toll Road, West Barnstable, map 109, parcel 067, built in 1976. And they wish to install 10.25 kilowatt solar panels on the roof. They will not exceed the roof panel, but will add 6 inches to the roof height. And there will be in total 25 panels. So we now need to open a public hearing for this application.
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Hi.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
And Bette McCarthy, aye. All right, may we have the applicant discuss this solar application.
Hello, everybody. My name is Michaela. I'm representing Trinity Solar tonight. So yes, this homeowner is looking to put 25 panels on the front roof of her residence. There will not be any structural work or battery systems. It is a 10.25 kilowatt system.
Okay. All right. Committee, are there committee members wishing to discuss this? Leslie?
Yep, it's off the beaten track on a cul-de-sac. And I like the layout of the solar panels. I don't really have, unless any abutters complain, I don't have any problem with it. The house is set back a bit and trees in the front. And it's not near 6A scenic routes, nothing.
Great. All right. Thank you, Leslie. Ryan, would you comment on this?
I think I feel the same as Leslie. It's you have to be going there to go there. We're not on 6A. I think I feel exactly the same as Leslie. Unless the neighbors have any complaints, I don't think I take
All
any
right.
exception.
And then Wendy, would you like to discuss?
Yeah, I agree with Leslie and Ryan. You know, the guidelines, suggest that the roof be a darker colored roof, and it looks like, I believe, as I recall, it's gray. It looks like it's gray here. So, that helps kind of lessen the visual impact of the solar panels. They're pretty much symmetrical, which is another preferred item on our guidelines. And as they stated, it is off the beaten path and on a cul-de-sac. So I don't have any concerns.
Great. And this is Bette McCarthy. Actually, this application meets the solar exemption. So everything is consistent with the requirements for a solar exemption. So that it works fine, and the roof is very dark. And perfect rectangle layout. So we need to now see if there are any members of the public wishing to comment.
Chair, this is Erica Brown. I do not see anyone from the public wishing to comment at this time.
Okay, thank you. So then we need to close the public hearing.
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call. Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So now we need a motion to approve this application.
Okay, this is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for Benjamin and Jeannie Oliver, 16 Old Toll Road, West Barnstable, map 109, parcel 067, built 1976, as submitted.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy, aye. So application is approved. So our next application for this evening is for Cape Cod Cooperative Bank, 1121 Main Street, West Barnstable, map 178, parcel 003, built in 1980. And it is to replace the existing sign. So now we need to open a public hearing.
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. Roll call vote. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Schuck,
Aye.
and Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Beth McCarthy. Aye. So we now need the applicant to discuss their application for the bank.
Good evening. Yep. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. This is my name is Mike Caggiano, and representing the bank and Cape and Island Signs on this project. And what we're proposing to do is they are rebranding. So changing the name from Cape Cod Cooperative to Cape and Coast Bank. We are going to keep the sign the same size, the same square footage, the same height, and the same placement it is on the property. We're just going to be changing out the name. There's existing lights that are there now. They will not change. Those will also remain the same. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Leslie Wallace, would you like to comment on this sign?
Yep, and this is my bank, so I'm familiar with the old sign. The new sign is kind of modern looking as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if I'm just used to the old sign or what, but I don't know. The new sign just seems very modern on 6A. So I'd like the other members to comment, but that's right now how I'm looking at it.
Okay. This is McCarthy. I'd like to ask the applicant, is this going to be consistent with all of the Cape Cod Cooperative banks? Is this the same sign? Yep. Is this the new logo? Because yep. We need to take that into consideration.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So yes, that is correct. This is the same logo. We have been going to other historical meetings and Old Kings Highway meetings, and we've gotten approval. We're trying to keep everything consistent because they are rebranding, and it's a nice, even though it's a nice looking, clean looking new sign. So yes, everything is to remain the same throughout all the branches.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that.
Thank
Ryan,
you.
Would you like to make any comments regarding this?
I would. I think this goes to Leslie's concern. I think that the biggest difference I see, aside from the high iron on the irrigation water, I think that the new sign needs some sort of border.
Yes.
Border.
Yeah.
Matching the color palette that's presented. I think with a border, it might cure some of the concerns. Because Leslie, I feel the same way. It's tough, right? I don't want to say it looks too new because it is new, but I think it needs something to make it kind of pop. I think the border is going to.
All right, that's a very good suggestion, Ryan. Thank you. Because the old one has a border on it.
Yeah.
All right, Wendy, would you like to comment?
Yeah, I was actually going to suggest the same thing, Ryan. I noticed on the old sign that there was a border, and I think it softens it a little bit because there's a lot of white there. The lettering is also quite a bit bigger. It really jumps out at you, which I suppose from a marketing perspective, right, is a good thing. Could I ask about the material? So this is a plywood sign. Are the letters are the letters just flat on it? They're not like carved in there, right? It's just a flat plywood.
Correct. Yes. So it's a wood sign, plywood sign with flat graphics. And I agree with you. I think that it does look good. Would look good with a border on there. And I know you mentioned the size. You're allowed up to 12 square feet as a freestanding sign on Old Kings Highway. This sign's only 9 square feet. So we are below the square footage that is allowed.
Right. I was speaking more, the lettering is a lot bigger. It looks bigger on
Well,
this. Yeah.
well, because it's not as much lettering, okay? The other one had a lot more lettering, so you had to condense it into the space
Right.
more. This way, there's less lettering for the name, so you have a little bit more. You can make it a little bit more larger, which
Right.
actually makes it more readable too for people driving by on Route 6A, because it is
Yeah.
set back from the road.
Right. So Matt, can I ask what other historic committees you went? Where else is this size? You have one in Sandwich or?
I believe there's one in Sandwich, and I know Dennis has been approved, and I
Okay.
think Yarmouth has been approved also.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know about Sandwich yet,
Okay.
but I do know that Dennis and Yarmouth have.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think a border, the colors of the print are quite a bit, I guess, brighter than the old colors. I think the old colors are maybe a little bit more conservative. Um, but I think if we put a border around it, um, I think that would definitely, and a fairly substantial border too, right? I think that would help.
Yeah, I agree. I think, right now the sign that's existing has about an inch border, 3/4 to an inch. We could do something like an inch and a half. I think
Yeah.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe do an edge and border. So you do the edge of the sides, right? And then you also do the face, an inch and a half on. I think that will really kind of bring it in a little bit. And I think that's a great recommendation. Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
It kind of makes it look dimensional.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it for me, Bet.
Okay, thanks, Wendy. All right, and this is Bette McCarthy. I think the committee has made some excellent suggestions. And again, with a company logo, we have some constraints regarding that as a committee. So that I think what has been suggested and your acceptance of those suggestions, I think I think it's acceptable. So I'd like to know if there are any members of the public wishing to comment.
Chair, this is Erica Brown. I do not see anyone from the public wishing to comment at this time.
Okay, so then we need to close the public hearing.
Okay. This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to close the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. Aye. So now we need a motion to accept the application with the modification.
Yep. Okay. This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to approve the certificate of appropriateness application for Cape Cod Cooperative Bank, 1121 Main Street, West Barnstable, map 178, parcel 003, built 1980, with one modification to add a 1.5 inch border around the sign, otherwise as submitted.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote on that. Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. Aye. So thank you all very much. And an excellent suggestion was made by the committee. So our next application is for Patricia and Richard Leahy of 240.
I just want to say thank you very much for your recommendations, and I appreciate working with you guys. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. So our committee is once again coming up with some really good suggestions. Our next application is for Patricia and Richard Leahy of 240 Parker Road, West Barnstable, map 176, parcel 015, built in 1952, to construct an addition to the right side and rear of the dwelling and to add a screened in porch on the rear. So we need to open a public hearing for this application.
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to open the public hearing.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. And a roll call vote. Ryan Caholen.
Aye.
Okay. Leslie Wallace.
Aye.
Wendy Shuck.
Aye.
And Bette McCarthy. Aye. So is the applicant available to present their information?
I do not see the applicant on. So if you feel as if you don't have enough or have concerns about this application, you're more than welcome to continue this application. I can see if they can attend the next meeting.
Okay. So then we will have a motion to continue this application.
Okay. This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to continue the certificate of appropriateness application for Richard and Patricia Leahy, 240 Parker Road, West Barnstable, map 176, parcel 015, built 1952, to the meeting scheduled for, what was the next one, Erica?
August 27th.
August 27th at 6:30 p.m. to be held remotely.
Thank you. Second.
Oh, second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you.
I was ready to respond.
Yeah, and we need a roll call vote on that. So Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. Aye. All right. So that
That was the 27th.
correct.
Okay.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we do not have any minor modifications, no extensions, no others. I don't believe the minutes were available. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's my apologies.
Okay. So our next meeting is scheduled for August 27th, and then the one after that is September 10th. There's a strong likelihood I will not be available on the 27th. Are all other committee members available?
I'll be here.
I'm kind of in the middle, and I don't know of teeth surgery. So I think I'll be all right. I'm gonna say yes, but I'll give Erica enough time if something's not right.
Okay.
I'm coordinating it with my dentist, and I have to have a lot of what do you call it? Adjustments made. So that's what's taken all the time. But teeth pulled, and yeah, it's gonna be a major thing. Yeah.
All right. And then Brian, were you going to be available?
Yeah, I am available. Yes.
Okay. So, all right then. So maybe rather than switch too many people around, Ryan, would you cover the chair duties?
I'd be happy to.
Okay. And then
You.
Wendy will stay as the clerk. And then, all right. So I'm sure Erica will, handle everything properly and send you all the information.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Very good. Well, thank you all. It was a great meeting. And thank you, Erica, for your hard work and keeping all of this stuff together.
No problem. Just as a point of order, we do need a motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
Yes, we will do that now.
Okay.
All right.
This is Wendy Shuck, and I move to adjourn today's meeting Wednesday, October 13th, 2025.
A point of order.
Leslie Wallace.
It's not October. It's
You're right.
August.
It's
Oh.
August. Thank you. I have a great vacation planned in October, so I think that's where my head is. Let me do that again. So this
Yeah.
is Wendy Shuck, and I move to adjourn today's meeting Wednesday, August 13th, 2025.
Second, Leslie Wallace.
Thank you. Roll call vote. Leslie Wallace,
Aye.
Ryan Caholen,
Aye.
Wendy Shuck,
Aye.
and Bette McCarthy. Aye. So thank you all very much. And stay cool.